Picture this. You're staring in the mirror, face to face with every excuse, every fear, every reason you've ever held yourself back. What if you could shatter those limits and become unstoppable? Welcome to Whispers of Wisdom, your home for audiobooks that ignite your soul. Today we're diving into Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins, the Navy SEAL who transformed himself from a broken, overweight kid into a legend of mental toughness. In the next 35 minutes, you'll hear the raw, unfiltered story of Goggins' early struggles and discover his first challenge to take control of your life. This isn't just a story, it's a wake-up call. So buckle up, turn up the volume, and let's get after it. Stay with me. This is going to hit hard. Welcome to Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins, a book that's not just about a man's life. It's about what it means to take control of yours. In part 1, we're diving into chapters 1 through 3, where Goggins lays bare his brutal early years and introduces his first challenge to transform your mindset. This is the story of a kid who faced abuse, poverty, and self-doubt, and how he started his journey to becoming unbreakable. Let's get into it. Chapter 1. I should have been a statistic. David Goggins doesn't sugarcoat his past. Growing up in Buffalo, New York, he faced a childhood that could have crushed anyone. His father was abusive, his family was trapped in poverty, and young David struggled with fear and insecurity. School was a nightmare. He was bullied, felt inferior, and barely made it through. By his early 20s, he was overweight, working a dead-end job spraying for cockroaches and eating his feelings with fast food. He could have been a statistic, a life lost to circumstances, but something inside him refused to quit. Goggins' story isn't just about pain, it's about the spark that kept him going. He realized that life doesn't hand you success. You have to fight for it. This chapter sets the stage for his transformation, showing us that no matter where you start, you can rewrite your story. Think about your own life. What's holding you back? A tough upbringing? A job you hate? Goggins' message is clear. Your past doesn't define you. Your actions do. Let's make this real. Maybe you're facing your own struggles, family pressure, financial stress, or self-doubt. Goggins' story shows you're not alone, and the first step is deciding you're done making excuses. That's where the real work begins. Chapter 2. Truth Hurts. Here Goggins introduces his game changer, the accountability mirror. One night at his lowest point, 240 pounds, stuck in a rut, he looked in the mirror and faced the truth. He hated what he saw, a man who'd let fear, laziness, and excuses take over. Instead of running from it, he started writing his truths on sticky notes and sticking them to the mirror. You're lazy. You're not good enough yet. You need to change. Every day he stared at those notes and owned his weaknesses. This is challenge. #1 in the book. Face yourself in the accountability mirror. Write down what's holding you back, your fears, your failures, your excuses. Don't sugarcoat it. Be brutal. Then commit to one small action to change it. For Goggins, it was starting to exercise even though he could barely run a mile. For you, it might be studying for an exam, applying for a job, or just getting out of bed on time. The mirror doesn't lie. It shows you who you are and who you can become. Here's a question. When was the last time you were honest with yourself? Try this tonight. Stand in front of a mirror, write down one thing you need to change, and take one step toward fixing it. That's where Goggins started, and it's where his transformation began. Chapter 3. The Impossible Task. In Chapter 3, Goggins decides to become a Navy SEAL, a goal that seemed impossible. He was overweight, out of shape, and had no military background. The odds were stacked against him, but he didn't care. He started small, running, eating better, and studying for the ASVB, the military entrance exam. He failed the test multiple times, but each failure taught him something. Goggins realized that the real battle wasn't physical, it was mental. He had to stop believing he was less than and start building confidence through action. This chapter is about taking on the impossible by breaking it down. Goggins didn't become a SEAL overnight. He took one step, then another, even when it hurt. He talks about embracing the suck, accepting discomfort as part of growth. Want to change your life? Start with something hard, something that scares you, and do it anyway. Maybe it's waking up at 5 a.m. to work on a passion project or having a tough conversation you've been avoiding. Here's an example. Imagine you want to get fit, but haven't worked out in years. Start with 10 push-ups a day. It's hard, it's uncomfortable, but that's the point. Goggins shows us that discomfort is where growth happens. By the end of part 1, you'll see that no matter where you're starting, you can take control of your mind and start building a stronger you. Stay tuned for part 2, where we'll dive into how Goggins calloused his mind to become. That's a wrap on part 1 of Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins, right here on Whispers of Wisdom. You've just heard the raw story of a man who refused to be defined by his past and learned to face his truth in the mirror. Isn't it powerful to know you can start where you are and change everything? I want to hear from you. What's one thing you're going to face in your accountability mirror this week? Drop it in the comments below and let's inspire each other. If you're fired up by Goggins' story, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications for part 2, where we'll uncover how he built unshakable mental toughness. Share this video with a friend who needs a wake-up call and follow Whispers of Wisdom on X and Instagram for daily motivation. Keep pushing, keep fighting, and keep whispering wisdom to your soul. See you in part 2.